Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and you're watching Transport Fever 2. Today let's add a lot of trains, a couple ships, and we'll see what else we can do. Last time I let it run for I think a half an hour or so after we were done, just to make some money. And money's not a problem anymore, I hope. I said that before, one of the episodes, but it should be fine now, I hope. The first thing I want to do, I really feel like this channel is going to be worth it. Well, it's going to be pretty because we already have a boat. Boat goes to here. Maybe I do a passenger harbor out here just because the passenger line's right here. Doesn't feel like a train is really worth it. If I do this with cargo, I think it's fine, but trains just don't feel like we need to do that. So yeah, let's put a canal here. And that's actually something I considered doing off screen, but then I realized, nope. I think it will be a lot better if I show you something. The I show you something is use the square, make a good size, and then look at how the square runs. I don't always realize this, but you cannot turn the square. The way the square is oriented is the direction the ships will try to move. If, in the worst case, if I would go from here to here with the square, ships will still get through it, but they would zigzag the whole way. They're not going to go a straight line. So, if you want to build a canal, use the square and try to go a straight line and make it like too wide or something. It's not, that part is not that important. You have these rotations, and every 90 degrees, you will get a full square, which just means it's all the same. Like all the rotations are the same, but if you add anywhere in between, it looks like this. And this is what I'm talking about. It will just zigzag around there. So don't do that. Just try to be straight. And the way we're going to do that is we're trying to line it up pretty straight. Not that one, with this one. Try to line it up pretty straight with your screen. Press the mouse button, and then arrow key forward. Now we have canal. Can we go through that? I'm pretty sure we can. This should be wide enough. That's all I wanted to show you. It's really simple, but it's something that you may have to think about. And looking at this, is this navigatable? Navigable? Nope, it's not navigatable. Navigatable. That word is hard. I don't actually know what word it should be, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a little further behind. Try this again. We have some money now. What I think we're missing is a little bit of width. Nope. Yep, there we are. We have one kind of accessible shipping line. Make it a little wider so two ships can actually reasonably fit past each other here. That should be fine. That's a canal that's good enough. We spent about half of our money. Why is this so high? Huh. That didn't quite work out the way I wanted it, so let's try this again. Start here, go over, and then go forward. Make it a little deeper. It is a man-made canal. I think it can look like a man-made canal. Personally, I'm okay with that. Here we go. Another 3 million just gone. But we have money, and we are forwarding the time now at half speed instead of no speed. It was paused. I kind of forgot about that. But it is fine now, so we should be good. This looks like a great spot to put a harbor. Sorry, house. You can't be there. I am hoping that this will just be built up to be a nice, just like a nice residential area. That would be cool. This is a passenger harbor, so we really don't need anything large. It's a passenger harbor for one ship, most likely. So we don't need much. So, do I want to go all the way out here, or do I want to go closer to where the passengers are? We're gonna go here. I was considering, yeah, I kind of want to put a nice tram line in here to make that work really well and make it look pretty. But you know what? That's expensive and kind of not needed. So let's not do that. Let's not do anything that's completely unnecessary. Sorry, house. I know I already got your neighbor kicked out, but you have to go too. Something a little straight. There you go. Nice waterfront. I hope somebody moves in there. That will be awesome. Ooh, there's a gap. Found it. Shoot the gap, as they say in practice. And that's our first guy. Let's run time again so we make some money. And here we can set up another nice point-to-point. Where would be the good spot? I think right here. Here or here, but this is closer to the rest of the city, so that's where we're going to go. Passenger hub. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do here. I'm not super excited about how these roads are set up, but I will survive, because that's what we're going to do. Get a normal bus tram. Yes, 2 are fine. Make it a little longer. And squeeze it in here. A little longer is too long. Let's try 0. Squeeze. Squeeze. Try 0 on the other side. Squeeze. I would like to do it without destroying that industrial building there, but I don't think I can. So we're going to go back to 2, because we're going to take out that building regardless. But the rest is all going to be connected to our new harbor. Do we need a big station like this? No, but I think it looks better. That's a sole reason. Great, that guy's set up. Let's get our ship passenger line. There's a ship line. See this? If you didn't know that. Ship. Pax. Sem. To sta. No reason to be complicated here. I haven't played in a week, so I may probably forget what I called things. We already got a couple riggies. Let's get 2 Wilhelms. Same rules as before. You want to keep your frequency reasonable, otherwise you're not going to have a lot of passengers even considering taking your route. It's just a thing. So 2 ships will help you keep it organized. The game will try to space the ships out evenly, so that should be nice. So you don't have to worry about stuff too much. Yep, let's do this. Let's set up our in-town route. I don't think I have done this in a little while, so this may stay in. That's what we're gonna do. I was thinking there's a lot more people, citizens, who are living here than out here, but thanks autosave. But we can also just come back closer to here. You're not required to have a super efficient route. It is helpful for attracting more people sometimes, but sometimes you just don't need it. So I think this route is just fine for what we're going to do. We have a depot right there, so we're going to utilize that, and we're just going to set up this line quick, and you don't have to watch that. That's the same as I always do. Okay, I got them both set up real quick. This is a little different than what you remember. I wanted to do something special. Is it okay? Maybe. You can reach more people this way. But, yeah, there were a lot of people that were building their buildings in the wrong place, and the roads weren't really matching up the way they are. And I really like how it looks when you connect the bus station directly to the harbors, because it just meshes together nicely. So that's what we're gonna, that's what I did. That's how it is now. We're not gonna change that. 63 people here. What's our rate? 42. That feels pretty good, but 24 seems a little low. Let's add 1 more Bavarian car. I think we can afford that. Passengers. Bavarian. That one. Go. Cool. So, yeah, these guys are done. I think the next thing, let's just extend this passenger line. It's not going to be complicated. I don't know. I think I can skirt around the outside of this mountain. I don't think I can easily skirt around the outside of this mountain, and I don't really want to put a tunnel straight through it. Yes, that'd be easy, and we can go to Matlock, but I don't think that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for easy, per se. I'm here for, hey, let's make it a little pretty as well while you're here. Where's a good place for the station? I think whatever train we have has to tunnel through this piece just for a little bit. Maybe have a bridge there and come out on the other side and then go straight to Early. I think that will be great. So the station will be a little offset 120 should still be enough. Little offset this way. Ooh. I think I see a pretty bridge in our future. Let's see. Let's see if this is tall enough. You're not tall enough. That doesn't mean... I'm pressing M here to lift... to get us a little higher. I don't think that's ugly. I don't think that's... How is there a bridge pillar collision in this setup? I mean, come on. Let's do this. One hot. No, this is this is a little ridiculous. This much control. Nope. This much shift. Yes, shift is the one with the slider. The slider up. M and N don't do a lot. This, I hope, will give us a bridge right over here. Stop doing that. I really only wanted a quick hump to get across here. Why is there a bridge pillar collision? I don't understand. This should be... It's just a piece of road underneath. What are you doing? Okay, here's what we're really going to do. If this doesn't work, and that happens a lot, bridges don't really want to play along. When that doesn't work, what you have to do is get your bridge, go to wherever you want to start, greater than or less than. How many do I want to go? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bridge. No bridge pillar collision here. How does that look? That's not terrible. Bridge pillar collisions. I don't understand why. Ooh, new stuff. So that was 4 high. Let's see if we can go 1 lower. Nope. That's gonna be it. So 4 high. Go... I don't hate going straight across this, just to make it look prettier. Why are these bridges so funky? I've never had this many problems with the bridges. I mean, there's not even a pillar now. That's not right. I have never experienced this. These bridges do usually not complain this much. Okay, well, it's gonna go right here. And I think we're gonna continue that way just a little bit. That's just bad. That's just really, really bad. I want you to go down. I don't need you to go down this hard right away. So let's do the thing that the pros do. Just give you a little bit of an angle. We don't have elevated stations yet, and that's fine. We don't need them. But what we're gonna do is adjust the station to where our angle is. And if you're asking yourself, why are you even doing it this high? The reason is we have to go through this tunnel, and the higher we are, the less tunnel we have to run. And I think that could be worth it. Now, these guys, ideally... Okay. Ideally, these guys are going to continue with a little bit of viaduct, just out here. And then they will start lowering their tracks just outside the city. I think that's very reasonable. Where's the rest of our stuff? Over there, Sittingbourne. So we have to go over this mountain. Let's see, what can we do? Cheeky Dole Tunnel, we don't need a bridge here. Flat is fine. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of terrain that we get to work with. So let's see, what can we do here? What can we do here? If we wiggle... Ooh. That looks like less terrain manipulations over here. I like that. Again, we should have money. I hope we have money. We have one line that makes 2 million I don't want to say a year because we're not really running the normal time frames, but a time frame. And that's pretty good. Yeah, this should work. A high-speed train would be something really nice on this little piece. Okay, let's not have this funky angle here. Let's try it a little better, more like straightish. You can go far straight down. not far straight down. You can't go far down. This, just tiny angle. We're gonna adjust the, what's it called? The landscape around that just a little bit, but not yet. I want to see if I can place the building on here without much of a complaint. I like it. We should extend it right away, otherwise we'll have problems later. And I think that looks pretty okay. I don't like this. I don't like that at all. And I know that's a thing that happens. So, let's see. Can we smooth this out a little bit? How long can I take to place a little bit of track and a station? Pretty long, actually. I'm not ashamed to do so. Interesting. I'm pressing the same button and it does the opposite thing sometimes. I do think this is acceptable. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's do this. Cool. That guy's there. This guy, someone just put a piece of road here. I don't know why. We're going to need road that runs by the station. You can go down as long as you connect. That is totally fine. And you can connect somewhere over here. Just go straight down here. I'm sure someone's going to put a piece of road in there very, very soon. Can you go across here? Small tunnel? Smaller? That's ugly. That's not a tunnel we're going to accept. So yeah, this is where we are. Let's plop a building in here so we don't forget about that. Platform's good. Connection. Just this way. A little bit of footpath down there. Let's not make the road look too funky, and this is good. Smoothage. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Yep. Looks like everything belongs there. We can have some buildings down there. That will be great. Sorry, building. You are in the way of my smoothage. Hey! They rebuilt that faster than I could actually do something about it. Okay. Fixed it this time. And normally you're supposed to stop when you actually do some smoothing in the city, but I'm not a big fan of that. Let's just continue the game as it goes on. Just not more challenging. It's just more, hey, it's nicer. Okay. Here we are. Now we have to go all the way over there. What is a reasonable path to take? There's this piece of road here which we could kind of slide into and then follow that. I don't dislike that. The direct paths are a lot more efficient, don't get me wrong. And we already paid for all of this, and I'm sure it was probably $1 million because there's a tunnel in here. But direct paths are also boring. At some point in this game, efficiency is not your main concern. You're just gonna make so much money that it really, really, really does not matter at all. Ooh, the Baldwin. Nice. It really, really doesn't matter. I think we should stop because we just got a bunch of new stuff that we actually got to use now. So, yeah, don't worry too much about efficiency. I know you can increase efficiency a lot in this game, and that is very fun, and I totally agree, and that's absolutely something I do a lot. But there simply is a point where you're good enough. You don't have to go crazy about it. 120. Yes. Nope, don't dig yourself a hole there. That's not what I want. And then here, I would like you to just connect to there. What is this? Why is this happening? I don't want to place too many bridges because bridges are also really, really slow. I'm not a fan. That probably works, but that wouldn't work with what we have laying here. So what's happening? I think you are going down, starting somewhere over here. So let's see if we can make a nice S-curve to our track that we have over here. I did want to be kind of close to this factory. So that's working out for me. That looks fine. This is a longer piece of tunnel than what I would have expected, but no, that's fine. That's good. Do this. Yep. Get this one out here, do the same thing. I don't mind embankments at all. Obviously, in the city I did it over there, but, I mean, They're just nice. Okay. Road, sorry, but you gotta go. I know we kind of aligned the rail with the road. That's not something you should do because usually that just makes it look ugly. But here we are. That's fine. That's fine. We don't have to be perfect in this game. We just have to be good enough. Do you know that feeling when you just feel like you're playing this game and you have to be perfect, perfect, perfect all the time, and then something is not right, and you just come back and you're like, oh, what was I thinking here? Let's do this a better way. And then you make it a better way, and then you realize the next time you come back that there's still a better way. And you just keep and keep and keep doing, just over and over and over again. Do it the better way all the time. You know, that's not how I play games anymore. At some point it was, totally. Maybe games were simpler at some point, and it was just like, oh, you can totally do this, and that's fine. I play my games more of a make it work first, and then make it work better later if it's necessary. Keeps my fun very, very high. I like playing that game, or I like playing that way. And I think overall, the playability of games just goes way up if you do it that way. So, here. Wow, this is a long section. I think this will be great for Metroliner in the almost 2000, or once we're at the end of the game, essentially. When the last trains are coming in, that's when you can do that. But we don't have that yet, so I will have to add a bunch of... Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. There's a dip. There's clearly a dip, but I am okay with that. We're gonna have just a bunch of regular trains that we have now to run this. Otherwise, what else are you gonna do? So let's get this line. We'll upgrade it to the whatever we got. We just got a train. How did I forget what that train was called? 29 or 32. That's pretty nice. Manage line. After 3, after Sittingbourne, I want you to go to here, and you are called Tenterden. And then go back to Sittingbourne. Very good. Tenterden, you need a name that is appropriate, or a shortcut for your name, otherwise I will forget. 10. Pretty simple. Don't have to be complicated. As I always say, as I just said, don't be complicated in the games that you want to play. Replace. Baldwin. Is that what we got? The Baldwin, yes. The consolidation. I think the Colonel always calls it this. Was a standard freight locomotive and could pull twice as heavy trains at half the cost of its predecessors. Well, sir, I think you are turning into a... We don't have another train that can go 60. That's my only problem. If we had another one, I wouldn't do this to all of you, everyone. But we don't. So let's make this a 55 because it's pretty long. Replace that guy. And add another one. Beautiful! I love it. So this one can go here. We still have 9 million. That one only cost us 6 million. So that's fantastic. More things to do. Nope. That's a bad spot. That's a really bad spot. Play some road. Connect the city. They will connect here. Once the first train arrives, they will start building more houses and more roads and everything, and that's great. But you want to strive to cover as much as possible with as little as possible. So that's what we're going to do here. Go this way. Come out here. Connect the road again. And now we actually have a... Call it crazy 8. It's not a crazy 8. It's not crazy at all. It's simply... fashionable? Yeah, I'll put that here. So they don't exactly sit next to each other. Let's put the depot... this one can be a little outside of town. That's fine. 10,000. Very good. I'll set up the line, and I'll see you in a sec. Yep, that was simple. And I also just put a notion in my head that we're probably going to get to at the end of this episode, I hope. Maybe going too long already. Maybe it's not. But, yeah, we're not going to worry about it too much on that side. We're just going to get out here. 1.5 million. That is totally acceptable for what I want, because I want to complete this circle. I want to complete the circle to the end, and then put essentially 2 circle lines to just run around in circles and do circles. Circles are great. Can I Make this pretty. That looks pretty. That is pretty. That is pretty close to pretty. This one does not need a bridge. Yes. Just like that. Pretty straight, pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, I'll stop now. Okay, early. That's where we want to go. Which means... there is a mountain there. We could peekaboo out really close and pop into that mountain with another tunnel, or we peekaboo out a little later and head to Banbury, which is the goal that we actually want to hit. But early, I think we need the station on this side because I would like to run to Crewcam and Gillingham from there as well. There's nothing else here besides resources. Not resources, but besides freight. So yeah, let's make sure this all works. Station, right there, good enough. Disconnect that guy. Put a. This can be a bigger station. We can pay for it. 5. I like the one odd platform at the end. I just think it looks more homey. You can agree with that, or just. Hey, hey, hey now. Hey, 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 hey. I'm not here yet. Stop expanding. This just gives me a little more coverage. I think we can just take these out for now. We're gonna get them connected back up when we have to. Probably. I'm probably gonna forget. While we'll pause, just throw a passenger platform in here somewhere. Ooh, I can do this one. Nice. I like to mix it up when I play, just... If everything is the same all the time, boring. But just making the looks of your stations just a little different is totally worth it. Okay, I don't think there's anything else for the left platforms on this side, so that's what we're going to use. Left platforms are ours. Start with the inside. Speed it up to 120, please. There we go. We can't run 120 yet. Yes, I hear you loud and clear. But when we can, I don't want to have to rebuild all our rail network. So that's what we're going to do for now. There is a guy here. Yes, there we go. That was easy. I'm sure we'll have to relay that eventually later on. What do you think if you're a crow? Could you get here? Easily. Survey says... There's a relatively long tunnel. There's a little swerve in there, but I'm okay with that. This piece of road needs to go. Everything else is fine. That piece of road has to go. Connect the outside to the outside. Ooh, or should I do... It's pretty much the same thing, but it's not. It's handmade. That's the only difference. Yeah, that's all that's different, and this is a little higher now because the road is not there. We're not going to worry about the road until we are in this area and need coffee beans? Is that what that is? I think it is. Okay. Let's throw our signals on here like we always do. And yes, I'm spacing these out a little further than I normally would, simply because this should be a passenger platform where only a few trains go on. It's pretty long. It's almost like I want one train per city eventually. Probably not that many, but kind of. Okay. Now, oh, don't pause the game. I want to get rid of this. I think I'm gonna put on our helpers for now. This station is relatively small for now. You, sir, excuse me, you train. I would like you to not go to the outside station because there's no reason for you to go there. 4, you can go to 3. Perfect. Now everyone go run. Run, 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 run. Very good. The station is there. There's this little forest in here, and I think we can go into that forest, but a little elevated, and that would be great. Yep, let's cross there. Just straight. Don't have to make it complicated. You know me and complicated. Just don't. Go there. That looks fine. So far, we're on pretty flat ground. I know I turned the helper off, but You don't always need it. So, do I want a bridge here? It's a very long bridge, and there is nothing around here that actually warrants a bridge, so no, we're not going to get a bridge. We're just going to go a little bit up. That will help your trains if they're not super powerful or if they're full. If you just do a gradual uphill. And this almost looks like we're pretty much ready to go. Doesn't have to be as straight as an arrow. I think that's totally fine. We have a couple other sections that are already that straight. And then this one, I would like to be a shared line. So I want them to connect to the middle and then just hop on their line at the very end. Did I connect it to... No, I didn't. There's the shade. That would have been embarrassing. Great. This guy can come out here a little faster. 102. That's probably fine. This is a run-up. Ooh, no, no, what are you doing? Stop it. No! Mouse, come on. What I actually want is this guy. To just connect out here without being attached to... Oh, can I do this? I know that I can do this. I wanted to attach... I figured the inside won't do that. I wanted to attach without being, like, connected to the rails. Mostly because I think it looks a little prettier if there's more of a gap. But I don't think I can do it where I want it. So let's do this trick. Trick, I say. Not really a trick. But I just pull it out this way, and now I just run up on the rail until I can kind of connect it. There we go, 107. Can I tickle out a little more? Nope. Over here, 107. That's what we get. And I am totally fine with that. There's the other one. 108 on this side because it's math, and I think that's how it works. Remove the third rail. We don't need it anymore, and we'll just connect up these two. Now, all of this should be pretty much parallel, but far away, which is kind of what I want. So now we have this little merger point here already, and there's going to be another one. That's probably going to be the one that goes out to those cities over there, but we don't have to worry about that yet. So here, we can throw in... that has to be one way. Good. This may not have to be one way at some point, so let's just not put it in. Let's just throw one here, one here. Come on. Come on, game. Get with the program. And then we're going to turn on our traffic lights. Otherwise, I don't know where I put one already. And here we go. This one, we need to put traffic lights or signals a little closer together, simply because I'm planning on this being more of a mainline piece. It's not just going to be for our passenger line like the outside piece over... Oh, come on, over there. So just keep that in mind. That's why I'm putting these signals just a little bit closer. This station is going to grow. I don't know how big yet. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet exactly, but it will grow. Great. Let's fix this. We already have 2 trains on this route going one way. Manage line. 4. Take away everything that's past 4, because we're not going to go back anymore. We're just going to go in circles. There's one. There's one. Beautiful. You're the first one. You will be... Nope, you're not going... Actually, you're not... Why is Banbury 4? What do I do? Oh, it's... I am very confused. There's 6. What did I just do? Early, where are you? Early, you're here. Banbury, you're on there twice. We don't need that. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I really want. And then you go in a circle. Perfect. It's not complicated. So this will be no longer RE. The lane name is still the same. So this is head sit 10 but this is going to be C1, circle 1. Simple. Let's keep this name because I'm going to change it C2. Let's go from here, you know, just go in a circle. You know how a circle looks. You click the buttons, there's a button, and then you're back to where you started. Name you something different. C2. Beautiful. And that should all be good. Let's make sure that our track assignments are correct. And we can take out those unsightly crossings that we no longer require. Put one in here earlier. Don't need that. It looks like they're all doing exactly what they're supposed to do. The only one I'm a little worried about is up here in Banbury. Banbury? You are doing what you're supposed to do. I'm proud of you. Great. What we are going to do is just duplicate the trains and then move them over. So manage vehicles, all of these, duplicate if we have the money. And then every other train, we're just going to move to the other line. Just so that one train is already on the line here somewhere. So we can actually get started in moving people. I think all we have really time for is connecting this guy, the rest of the city up, even though we're already covering a lot. We're not covering everything. So let's do that. And I will take this opportunity. Yeah, here comes, watch out. I will take this opportunity to let you know that I do this a lot. And I actually have fun doing it. And I would love it if you come back. So if you want to come back, why don't you like and subscribe? Maybe hit that bell icon so you get notified when I put out new videos. I love city builders, I love strategy games, I love resource management games. There really are a lot of games that I like to play. Usually they require some type of optimization or something that is similar to optimization. So if you like that kind of stuff, please come by. Would love to see you. I am a new channel, so if you have any advice or anything else that you want to let me know, positive or negative, honestly, I like critical feedback. If you have somebody like, hey, why would you, why would you, why wouldn't you, why didn't you? Like something like that, just let me hear it. That train is going through because he's switching lines, but he can't switch lines until he hits a certain point. Somewhere there's a turnaround spot, I think, and then he will be happy. Yeah, no, definitely let me hear what you have to say. Love to hear it. Love feedback. I've made a first series of Transport Fever 2 before, and it didn't do so well, but it was my first series. I wasn't really sure what I'm doing. Technology was hard. All those things. I don't want to put excuses out there. It was totally fun, but it wasn't very successful. But I did do a couple tutorials there. I have played this game many hours. I won't tell you how many, but many hours have been played on this game, in this game, with this game. And it's a fun game. So I know a thing or two. Even Transport Fever 1, even though it has been now 2 years since this one came out. I haven't played Transport Fever 1. But let me know if there are some tutorials or similar that you would like me to go over, and I would love to do that. The biggest one that was asked, I think it was the last episode, was a tutorial for the numbers, for the rate frequency, no, line frequency and line rate. But I have done a tutorial for exactly that already. It's like 45 minutes long. It will talk to you about everything that you would ever wanted to know and more. So I'm not sure if there's something that I can even add there. But if there is, again, definitely let me know, because I would love to tell you. If you want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to listen to it, I promise. Cool. People, how are we doing here? 46 want to go somewhere. This is awesome. Banbury's doing well. Let's turn off all the stuff that we don't need to see. I think that's the only one. I actually, and I probably regret this, but I did want to add a tram line somewhere in a city that can actually need it or use it. So far, what's our biggest city that we support? That's not the city line. These are cities. Size? I think all the cities that we are currently reaching, yeah, should have some growth, and they should be bigger already. What's the biggest one? Tenbury Wells. It's clearly the biggest city that we have, but Chickerell has the most connections, and it's growing. Okay. Tenbury Wells, though, you're doing pretty good. I think there's a great potential for a tram line going through here. Even crossing this way. Yep, that's the last thing we're going to do today. Let's splurge a little bit because we can. Let's get this one. Tram track on. Upgrade this road to be tram capable. That's important. If you just use the small roads for trams, honestly, it doesn't work that well. It's totally doable, and you can totally do it, but I find the small lanes for trams are just not what you want them to be ever. Let's do this. You can... What do I want you? Can you go at the end here? Nope, you can't. Can you go here? Just a little diagonal. I think that looks cool. Yeah, do this. Thanks, autosave. I probably needed you, as usual. And the other one can just go here. You can go through if you really have to. I don't think it's that important. Yep. That's where you're gonna go. Add a couple more stations. This is the same as the other idea, that you always have just one block in between your pickup and drop-off. Actually, what I do like to do when I do tram stops is to put them in front of the next intersection or crossing, so you don't block the crossings with your trams when they stop, which normally they don't anyways. But I think it looks cooler. So let's put one there and one there. Is this going to make money? Maybe, if the city grows enough. This one I usually don't put together as a as a two-way lane. This one can just be a simple back and forth service, and it usually works out just because trams have more capacity and they can make that work. So these are good. This is Tembury Wells. What do I call you? TBW. TBW T1. And with trams, you do want to try to keep them on a straight-ish path. I could run a tram from out here down there, or from my, what's this called? My train station. Straight line down here and straight line over there, but I mean, this is fine. I think this is just what we needed. I have no idea what trams we have available, so let's find that out. Put tram depot out here, so perfect spot for it. Ooh, we have a couple. Let's do two. TBW, T1. Tram is on. Definitely. Screenshot. Maybe the thumbnail that made you click on this. Maybe not. Nobody's waiting, obviously. That's fine. But we have some trams. I do like me some trams. This tram is going to turn around somewhere where there is no way to turn around for it, or what are you going to do? I don't even know. I was thinking about something. But no, I do love trams. Let's slow this down. It's important that you put your mouse cursor, that you take your mouse cursor out of the way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the thumbnail. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. If you didn't, that's okay. I hope to see you again soon. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!